All right, everybody. Welcome to today's webinar. Again, my name's Trevor Peters. I'm with Onpassive as a founder. And today's really exciting because yesterday we got to share quite a bit of time with our CEO, Ash Muffar. Quite an amazing individual. And I'm proud to say that got to be a part of his idea at the very beginning of things, way back in 2018. Um, my journey has kind of, had its ups and downs. I got involved with MLM and networking in my teens, I guess you could say. Let me go ahead and start the video here. And my parents were longtime uh, MLMers from like back in the 80s. They were in quite a few things. NSA water filters. Um, let's see if I can fix the screen here. Anyway, as I was saying, the different things that I got to see growing up that they um, you know, let me see by being around and living their dream, I guess, if you will. And there we go. Anyway, um, so I got to see their ups and downs, and it really takes a lot of teamwork in those types of things. You got to be agreeable and personable with people, and it's a lot of hard work. It's a lot of relationships to manage, and as long as you were a person of integrity and of your word, lived up to your word, a lot of people would follow you. And nowadays, that has kind of transitioned to let's see which scam we can get away without getting scammed with, you know? Um, get in quick, get out quick. A lot of times it doesn't work for many of the people, and that's why it leaves such a bad taste in everyone's mouth. Um, Unpassive is totally different than that. 100% different. In fact, it is set out to change that very thing and take the burden or the effort, not really burden, I would say so much. It's just work, being a person in the networking world. It takes a lot of work to keep bringing members to your team. Um, a lot of times it's like, let's see how many people we can bring in versus how many people we're having quit because they weren't making any money. And if you take that out of the equation, you know, everyone succeeds, everyone starts from an equal position. Now, granted, there are people that are successes in networking and building teams that will make it there a lot faster. And if you're one of those, more power to you. I never really had much success. I would get a few people to join, and I would help them get a few people to join, and then things just weren't. They would fizzle out somewhere along the way, and somewhere down the line, somebody wouldn't be able to, uphold their. Here, I'm going to go ahead and mute everybody. All right. If you'd like to unmute yourself after we're conversating here, be happy to. But for now, everyone's muted. uh, so, yeah, seeing, and in my college years, I really got to see my parents succeed quite well. They put me through private school, going through high school. Got to go to college too for the first semester. But a lot of what has happened to a lot of those type companies these days happened to them during my first semester of college. They went from a six-figure a year income back in the 90s, which was pretty good money, not much different from today, maybe a little bit less inflation. But so, yeah, that company ended up going under. And needless to say, I lost the ability to be able to continue college. I wasn't working at the time. I was totally dependent on what my parents were doing for me, which was a poor choice in my decision. But hey, I was 3,500 miles away across the country, and they were over there. I was all by myself, alone, didn't know anything. So I ended up moving back and moving to Florida, and that's where I started out. Good part of my labor in my life, and got to learn the school of hard knocks. My father was a carpenter, and uh, so I got to learn alongside him doing all kinds of things growing up, and then I branched out into some other stuff on my own. And all through the while, I knew in the back of my mind that, this network marketing thing, if you hit the right one, eventually it's gonna pay off. So I just kept at it and kept at it and kept at it for some, I would say 20 some years now. Yeah, about when I was 14 was when I first started, you know, knowing about it and paying attention to it. And I would say out of those 20 years, my income level from any of these things, well, actually, for being in the entirety of the company while I was with it, the maximum that I had ever made from any company is 10,000. So that's not really saying much for my efforts and my ability to help those. So Ash Mufara has totally changed the paradigm. He takes that out of the equation completely. You don't have to recruit. You don't have to go out and keep up with your team members and help them recruit. It's all done for you automatically with a complete system that is integrated with artificial intelligence. And Onpassive is the IT company of the future. And the future is now. If you want to be a part of it and participate with us, it launches in 2020. We're running out of 2020. If I don't know if you looked at the calendar lately, but next week is Thanksgiving. And right now, as of this point, it's only $97 to join. Any day now, as we heard yesterday, it could be the next hour for all I know. It We go into soft launch. Then that price for however long we're in soft launch for will go to 149 or 147. So, I'll have to look at that again. Either way, it's close to 150 bucks out the door. So 97, it's a little bit of a discount. Third more for, you know, the people that want to get in during the soft launch. But after that, there will not be any more founders positions ever. And that's really saying something. Even if you were to pick up a couple extra sometime down the road, as long as you were able to keep up with them after the launch, they would be highly valuable positions that someone else outside of Onpassive at the moment might covet enough for you to, you know, be compensated quite a healthy amount. Um, I was able to pick up a few positions, but I'm transitioning them to family members and other people that I have come across in Facebook, and kind of paid it forward for them to be able to participate. And I haven't been able to do too much of that yet, but I'm really excited for when On Passive launches, because I'll be getting to do that a lot more. My my total income, my total intake, 10% of it is going to go straight out in outreach to be able to get other people onboarded in an On Passive in whatever fashion that may be. So that's kind of my goal and efforts. The sky is not the limit anymore. You know, kind of not even orbit. It's outer space, maybe even out of this galaxy is possibly the limit. We haven't seen the end of the galaxy yet, so I guess maybe that's a good goal to shoot for. Uh, Income levels with this company. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of something called a unicorn company. A unicorn company is a business that has attained the status of $1 billion in market value, market cap. Uh, well, on passive, already before we even launch, the customer base, because everybody that's a founder now will become a customer and then a reseller of the on passive product suite and get their own little chunk of the pie, whatever that percentage and slice may be. But let's say you were the owner, part owner of a Walmart, and all of the products that were in your store, in your Walmart there, you may not need to use them. You know, just like not every product is for every person at Walmart. You know, I mean, you take a walk down the pharmacy aisle alone, there's men's and there's women's products. And so every little thing in that store, no matter what, as customers come in, whenever they go to the register and check out, being you're the owner, you get a little piece of the pie. Or you share in the ownership, you get a little piece of that pie for every single product that comes across there. Well, that's the same way with On Passive. Every product that is indirectly aligned by the company's efforts through their marketing campaigns, or anyone that is up above you or even below, that people that you have brought in, once they start being duplicated by the company and overflow, that also creates more revenue for you. So it's kind of a full circle way of thinking. On passive is a complete globe solution, and anyone that participates with us, whether they're able to by their own efforts or by ours, whenever we're able to start paying it forward, will be going from whatever their status currently to such prosperity because of the products of On Passive. A complete marketing suite, uh, complete business solution for any business, scalable, CRM, HRM, all of that, integrated with artificial intelligence that targets your specific type of customer for you. I mean, hands down, it's a win win. Plus, a social media and communication platform that will be unlike any other, and it will be viral. There's so much to look forward to with On Passive, and I'm really excited. about things going forward here because we're running out of 2020 here real quick. And hey, Kevin, if it's not too loud there, if you want to say a couple of words, why don't you come on here and share with everybody how your excitement is? Look at that smile on your face. How you doing, brother?
Great. How you doing? I'm sorry about the noise earlier, but you know where I'm at in the homeless shelter,
Y-
so you get a lot of loud people, and
It
it's
won't be
just like
long now, brother.
exactly that's the beauty of it. At least I know I have a bright future ahead of me, and I'm not just stagnant and not knowing where I'm going to go. I have I'm an Onpassive founder, so the future is very bright, and like you were saying, um, there's not another company out there like that. I see all these advertisements even up to today because I get credits. Like if I read somebody's email, they pitch me what they have on the safe list and all that stuff. And it's just so much garbage. And it's like, wow, man. And I know what it entails that they're going to do or most likely going to do, like tell you to do this and do that and do this. And it's not even worth the hassle.
You
And
know,
there's always that.
Onpassive is going to be launching with over 50 products, but of those 50 products,
Mhm.
it would take probably 75 to 100 companies to equal the value of those products. And it's all
Exactly.
available under the umbrella of Onpassive, one company.
Yeah, the cost you're saving alone just with hosting and autoresponder and traffic, that's a lot of money. And Ash is putting a lot of money in this, hiring real people for support, developers, engineers. I mean, people don't I mean, I have friends like, oh, it's been 2 years. And I'm like, it takes a lot. It's a big undertaking. We got over 50 products and, it doesn't happen overnight. You got to build this thing. And what I love about Ash, he's all about quality. He's not just going to throw up some crappy stuff out there and say, let's go launch and try to make some money. He wants high quality, superior products to beat anybody. And that's what he's doing. And that's what I love about Ash and his quality about it. He could take another year as long as it's the best.
And the
But
quality of people that he's been hiring for his team too going forward, because most of the time those type people, like they were saying on the public webinar, those people, they hire them for one or two jobs to help them with software, and then kaput, they're down the road. Well, Passive is keeping these people chomping at the bit to find the next newest thing and keep Onpassive ahead of the game forever. I mean, it's going to be hard with those type of people, that caliber of talent and everything going into it going forward, that will be able to contribute to the longevity of Onpassive. And wow.
yeah, and he's treating them right. He knows how to treat them right so they stay for the long run, for life. You got to treat people right. And I don't know what kind of cut he's giving them, but I'm sure he's giving them a good, you know, pay wise and, benefits and all that stuff. But, Ash knows what he's doing. I have total faith in him, have since day one, so the
Can't wait
naysayers
to
can
start
whatever.
using O Connect. That's going to be so awesome.
Oh, that's going to be amazing. Like it's unlimited too. And, no monthly fees. It's coming out of your profit. I mean, that's amazing. I mean, I've been to a lot of programs, where there was a monthly fee and I didn't make enough in the program to cover the fee. And it could be as little as $25. And I had to drop everything. And it's just, people don't understand, I don't think, is and how you set up a program, I mean, not a program, a platform of business. If you set it up correctly, it'll work. You got to know what you're doing, of course. But I believe Ash has set it up to where, when he takes it out of your profits and you still make profits on top of that, after the fact you paid the costs, and you don't have to think about it. It's just an automatic thing. And that right there, to me, is very powerful. And people don't, I don't think they can get that hard for them to grasp that because it's not done in the industry. It's unheard of. So it's something new, and they're not used to it. And that's why we're going to be innovative and different, and people are just going to have to get used to us.
This is gonna warp some people's minds for sure.
Oh, big time. I can't even wrap my head around it. I've been in it for 2 years, and there's always something else. It's like, wow, how did he do this? How is he doing that? And
What was that saying that goes? There are people that are gonna be all right. This is happening. Then there'll be people that'll be like, "What's happening?" And then there'll be
yeah,
people that are like, "Are you guys doing something? Is something
yeah,
happening?"
right.
So that's
Yeah.
that's what it's gonna be with Onpassive. Their heads are gonna be spinning.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. If you try to take it all in, it'll make your head spin if you're really thinking about all the benefits and things that Onpass is going to be able to do. And once he ties it all together, it's just going to be wow.
I can't
You
wait to
know.
put my carpet cleaning business on autopilot with a few
Oh, yeah.
employees.
You're going to have to hire a few more people. I don't think you're going to be able to do it alone now.
No, it's just me, and I'm done when Onpassive launches.
Yeah.
I have officially crossed the finish line.
There you go.
I believe
Officially
that. I
retired.
know it in
Yeah.
my heart.
Yeah.
Hey, Edward, you want to pipe in a few words? Our friend from the equator area, Dominica.
What's up? What's up?
There he is.
I missed the last two sessions that you had. I had the time wrong
Oh,
because
it's
you went ahead of me by an hour.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
so daylight saving time put me off. I kept my computer on hoping that you would come on, and then I only realized this week that you were ahead of me.
Yeah, I've been putting it in the Facebook page there, trying to keep everybody online. I should really, I mean, I just don't have the time right now. I'm working about 50 hours a week doing the carpet cleaning business. I made it here 10 minutes before the webinar today. I was
Wow.
like, phew, I didn't have a chance to. But were you on the founders only webinar yesterday? Either of you guys? Why don't you pipe in and what we're able to talk about some of the things coming up here that are pretty exciting.
Well, it's so much. My mind is full now. I mean, if by now somebody cannot appreciate what is going to happen, I don't think the person will ever get that. Because right now we have most of our products ready to go. Um, soft launch is just around the corner. The hard launch is also just around the corner. And right now there is nothing really that can keep us back except ourselves. Because from what Ash is saying, hello Kevin, I see you smiling.
Hey, everyone. Yeah. Good to see you, man.
From what we have heard, I mean, there is so much expectation that if what we have heard is not going to happen, then the world might end, because I mean, those things are so well put together. And in fact, Ash is saying that most of the products are ready, but it's just a matter of putting them, hooking them up so that we get one page. And when we're on that page, we have access to everything. I mean, that is phenomenal.
They're so slick and sleek too.
Oh my
Like
goodness.
it's like a Lamborghini, a well-oiled machine, or like a
Yeah,
dragster car. Wow, this thing.
yeah. In fact, last night when he asked, what do you think? I mean, everybody just kept quiet because nobody wanted to say anything either contrary or what. Everybody just stayed listening. And I mean, if that is not greatness, I'm not sure whatever can be.
They
I
were
mean,
peeling their chins off the floor,
yeah,
trying
yeah,
to collect their gray matter that expanded out here
Yeah,
somewhere. They
yeah.
had to squish it all back inside.
I just if we just go back a little bit and look at the caliber of people we have as founders, the leadership group, and all those people. These are people who have been online for years, 20, maybe 15, 20, 30 years,
Combined
doing,
years, hundreds.
yeah, and they have been doing that for years and getting some success. And all of them have come into Onpassive with all their experience, all their expertise, and they're saying that this is the business to be in. I mean, I cannot see how, for the life of me, that some one program can have so many qualified people convinced that it is going to happen, and for it not to happen, it would mean all of us are stupid. There has to be something in Onpassive that everybody is seeing, but the naysayers cannot see it yet. They will see it,
You
but they
know,
cannot see it yet.
I don't think it's really something you can see. I think it's something that you feel. And
Right, right,
what
right.
I've been talking about in the chats and stuff, with on passive, it starts from your heart.
It's a feeling, yeah. It's like you see something and you say, that has to be important. You may have found it in a garbage dump, but when you look at it, you ask yourself, who put this thing there? Didn't they know that it was a precious jewel that they threw away? And that kind of thing. Because, I mean, there is so much in on passive. Even if you just decide to use one product, just one, that is already enough. The autoresponder alone is enough. The traffic is more than enough. I mean, it's just mind-boggling. And if somebody already, like you have your carpet business, if you don't decide to promote it through on passive traffic, you better get ready because you're going to have a problem. You will have too much business. And I mean, it cannot, I don't think we're going to see that in a hurry. Maybe not in our lifetime. I mean, some of you are very young and so on. Kevin is just about 25 now, I'm Kevin. But
Going on
I,
105.
I, I don't think I'll be there to see another one as good or better than on passive. So it's really mind-boggling, and you can see the excitement. I
I
mean,
don't think there's a business ever in history, even up to this point currently, that is as versatile and as innovative and as servicing to as many people than on passive. There's not. I mean, you might think of let's see, Sears and Roebuck maybe, but they're out of business now.
yeah,
J.P. Morgan Chase, but I think we'll still even some real estate companies, big real estate maybe. I think on passive is going to beat them all. To be
but
honest
that
with you.
tells me that Ash is a genius. I mean, anybody who can put that together, the caliber of people he has been able to get in there to work for him, they must have seen something that convinced them. It's not, I don't think it's the money. When he told them what he was going to do, I'm sure it took some convincing. But they must have said, if you can go through that and make it happen, we are with you. But they know that they are part of something huge. And all of us will go down in history as belonging to that kind of colossal system that we call Onpassive. And I don't think we'll ever regret having been part of that.
No, no regrets.
And as I said, it's not about the money. You will make money, but the what you will do for the world, I think, is more than money.
The
and
money
then
that we'll be making is gonna be stupid money. I mean, we
yeah,
won't
yeah,
we won't even I don't think money will even be in our vocabulary anymore at that point. It'll just be it is done, you know.
yeah,
Just be
yeah,
like,
yeah.
It
oh,
won't be an
okay,
issue.
this is stuff that we can do now. It's not
Yeah.
okay. How much
You
money do we have?
you
It's
won't even
just
have to
like
think about it.
let's just go and do it and
Yeah.
make it happen, whatever it is. And
Yep.
that's
Yeah.
that's gonna be pretty amazing stuff.
And by the way, you spoke about Thanksgiving, did you?
Yeah,
What did you speak? Yeah,
next week.
yeah. And do you know that this 2020 is already finished?
Yeah.
Pretty close. We're
In a
counting down.
in a when COVID came on the scene, that was about February. December was way up there. We're now looking back on COVID. So in about a year's time, which is not much time, we're going to be looking back on the first year of Onpassive and smiling about it. It's amazing. It's amazing.
I really hope Onpassive helps time slow down. But I don't know how it can. I wish it could
It
though.
will, because when you have time on your hands, in other words, you have got back your time freedom, the day feels longer.
I don't know about that. Time flies when you're having fun.
Exactly. And that's what we're going to be doing because we're going to be able to have fun and
Yeah,
help people in the
yeah.
process. That's the beauty of it.
I
I'll
think
be
what
coming.
I think what we need is a way to get places faster. I was going to invent back in the day. I had the thought in my mind to invent the first commercial hypersonic airline.
There is a project doing
Hey,
research on that,
there you go.
because they're saying that you will soon be able to go use
Yeah, Elon
rockets.
Musk has got those tunnels
Yeah,
things that he's
yeah,
working on now. The
Yeah.
like the mag, and they've got those maglev trains and stuff. I don't know,
yeah,
but
yeah.
pretty soon we might even just be able to teleport. Bling.
There is a tunnel from London to New York, and then from London to Paris, supersonic railway.
Yeah.
Is
China's
happening.
got the bullet train, goes
Whoa,
250 miles an hour.
my goodness.
And they use AI all the time. China's really ahead of us in the US. I
Oh
mean,
boy.
they have facial recognition. They don't even use paper. They use their phone to pay for everything. I was just watching a
Wow. Wow.
PBS special on
Yeah,
AI.
they do
It's
that in
crazy.
Kenya too. They use M-Pesa in Kenya on their phones. That's their currency.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
Hi, Corey.
Yeah, we got like 3 minutes here. If anybody else wants to talk and pipe in, we're just having a little fireside chat this evening. I didn't have time to prepare any webinar or do anything today. Like I said, I got here 10 minutes before I came on, and I knew there'd be people here and we could all just hang out and
Yeah.
talk about our love for On Passive. BJ, pipe in. Corey, you can too. You guys are welcome. Make your voices heard. Are you in On Passive? Are you founders already? Crickets.
They're silent founders.
Well, if you guys aren't founders, you've come to the right place. You know, you can't go wrong by coming on board with us. There's so much love for every founder, for one another, for each other. Ash Ash wants our success. Ash wants every single founder's success. You know, as long as they're willing to participate, pretty much, and say yes, and that's it. It's all done for you. There's not much else to it. You can add to it. Anything you add to it is all extra icing on the cake. But anyway, we got just a couple minutes left here. Who wants to give us the final word tonight? Go for it. Drum roll.
We're in it to win it. That's all I know.
100% in it to win it.
Yeah,
It was
we
good
cannot
catching
fail
up
with
with
this.
you guys tonight. So are we going to continue throughout until the launch, or?
Yeah, I'm going to keep doing these probably even after launch, you know?
Okay.
Maybe even more often then. I would actually
Yeah.
like it once I have more time freedom, I can do like lives and stuff like that
Yeah.
through using Onpassive's products
Right.
Exactly.
and
Yeah, it'd be a
stuff
lot
like
easier.
that, you know?
Yep.
Mm.
So
Yeah, that's
that's
a
what I
good one.
plan on doing. I want to showcase everything and help as many people as possible get some of this technology in people's hands. Do like Ash is doing and pay it forward people like a cell phone or a computer so that they can end a founder's position. Just set people up
True.
for success, you know. The more
Right.
people we can help succeed, the better off this world will be.
And it comes back to you anyway.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, tenfold, definitely.
Well, we're down to a minute, guys.
Uh-oh.
55,
10.
54, 53, 52, 51. Guess what? When we launch, we don't have to do the countdown anymore. We
Yeah,
can
we'll
just
be
hang out as long as we
unlimited.
want.
Yes.
It'll be unlimited. So
Unlimited,
It
yeah.
was nice having you guys.
you
All the
too.
Yeah.
best.
Nice seeing you, Edward. Happy Thanksgiving.
Thanks for showing up, guys. It really means a lot. You guys are
Yeah.
dedicated. I
Sorry I
appreciate
missed
it.
last week.
Oh, it's
Stuff
all good.
happens.
You guys are awesome.
Mm.
And whenever I get more time, I'll contribute. But you guys contribute to the Facebook group if you get a chance to.
Yes, I will. I will.
Yeah.
Comment, like, share. I kind of feel like the lonesome dove out there. I'm doing all I can, but
I like what I said. You're doing a great job, Trevor.
right on, guys.
I don't do Facebook too much, but I'll get